Welcome back to Timaru for round 5 of the Parker NZ New Zealand Jet Sprinting Championship. This is the superboat class, and being pushed away now is Chris Munro and Brent Scammell in Carl Jet. You ride with them as they work their way up the Parker NZ start chute, and then they'll be onto the course proper. So away we go, a top 5, because this man isn't eligible for the New Zealand title. He won the South Island title at Timaru here yesterday, so he's on a bit of a high at the moment as Chris Munro. Well, he's hoping to do some development work on the boat and then compete in the full World Series coming up. So he's using the New Zealand Championship as a bit of a test bed, but it's working for him because he's been fast. He's been in the 50-second mark, 50.38 in the top 8. This is the top 4. So 2 DNFs, 2 heavy crashes for Daryl Hutton and a real big one for Gary Tomes. That'll be in the back of the mind of Chris Munro as well. Superboats, well, anything can happen as we go back on board with them here, heading down past the crowd now and round into the last couple of corners before the finish line. 50.38 was his best time so far. What's he going to do here? 50.18. That is very quick indeed. In fact, that's the fastest we've seen so far for Munro. Peter Cowie was the fastest qualifier in the 8. But only just from Chris Munro, 50.38 to 50.33. Those times don't mean anything now as we go into the next sudden death elimination. And Peter Cowie on the water. Karen Marshall doing the navigational duties. She's such a tiny little thing, and she just sits there and just does her job, never gets too flustered. Peter Cowie, they say, if you're good at sport, you seem to have all the time in the world, and that sums up Peter Cowie's driving style in NZ, the boat. 50.33, his best time so far. You're on board with the man that leads the points chase in the superboat category. It's a 540 cubic inch small block aluminium billet engine in the back of this boat. All the horsepower in the world, gets the job done every single time. They had some early development problems. They've put that well and truly behind them now. And are we going to see another sub 50-second run? We are. 49.90 for Peter Cowie. So Cowie it is at the top of the tree. Chris Munro second with a 50.18. Brian Smith, the next runner in the championship, with a 50.98. And the 2 DNFs for Hutton and Tomes. The final will be a tie.